day after work or whenever it was, showcasing some of the new vinyl records that I've managed to get. But this morning I woke up and, as you do, get ready for the day, get the kids ready for school and make sense of everything. And I'm sure many of you do it as much as I do, but you go onto your sort of Facebook feed or whatever it is, your social media, and a little bit of a shock, a real shock. Found out that the wonderful MC Conrad has passed away. He's died. So I couldn't believe it. So anyway, for those of you who don't know who MC Conrad is, if we go back to the late 80s, early 90s, dance music in Britain, Conrad Thompson, he was born as, but he coined the phrase MC Conrad, was probably one of the most important collaborators, vocalists of British dance music, drum and bass music in the day. And I was probably only 12 or 13 when I got introduced to listening to dance music, and this whole thing about jungle and drum and bass came along. And one of the things that was really interesting, I'm you know, if you watch my channel, you'll know that I'm a huge jazz fan, American jazz, any jazz. I am hugely into jazz. And Conrad and his collaboration with Bookham, Danny Bookham, LTJ Bookham was his stage name, was very jazzy influenced. I mean, LTJ Bookham was a jazz pianist. I mean, I think he grew up and learned a lot of the kind of old tracks of jazz, Peterson and whatnot. Anyway, so yeah, I'm really sad. I'm sad. He was, I believe that he was only 52, MC Conrad, and don't know how he died. But I was just going to share. I've been pulling out all my CDs from the mid-90s, early mid-90s, late 90s, just to basically just showcase a few things that mean a lot to me. And yeah, I thought I'd express that. I think that's the best thing about YouTube. If you've got a bit of a YouTube channel, you can kind of use this as a bit of an outlet. It's quite nice. So yeah, I'm quite sad. He had the most amazing voice. We saw him back in, I think it might have been 2006, 2007, at the Welsh Club in Cardiff in the UK, which is called the Club Eva Bach, and he was there with Bookham. I think it was amazing. It was really good. He didn't hang around to give any signatures out, but I did meet Danny Bookham and had a quick chat with him. So that was a very memorable experience. But anyway, if you're not into dance music, you don't know what I'm talking about, just fine, switch off, goodbye. I've got some great jazz coming up at some point, but I wanted just to express this and just talk about MC Conrad. I'm going to talk about this first CD first. This is from 2003. And that picture for me is one of the nicest pictures of Danny Bookham, LTJ Bookham, and MC Conrad. It's just a wonderful picture. I don't know who took it, but I would love that framed. If anyone knows how I can get a copy of that, would be brilliant. So this is a UK Live limited edition CD from 2003. We've got Makoto, Vice Versa, Greenfly, Greg Pecker. It's a wonderful live. It really is great. I picked this up for $9.99. It says there it's a 2 CD. There we go. Not much to write home about there. It's a great live album. Great to when in the days when you had you had like portable CD players and you like going for a run or a workout, this was always on. This is great. And he just says the right things at the right time, the right pitch, without being too overbearing and too kind of, yeah, just not really trying to take over the music. And he's not, there's no swearing, there's no racism, there's no gangster stuff. It's all just good. He's just a great guy. That's a really good one. That was from 2003. So this is another one of my favourites. This is LTJ Bookham featuring MC Conrad. Progression Sessions, Good Looking Records. Now, Good Looking Records was LTJ Bookham's record label, which I don't think it's going anymore. It kind of died a death, I think. But this is great with Conrad doing some great stuff all the way through it. And from 1997, 1998. So, yeah, I've been listening to that today a lot. I'm going to save the best till last, I think I will. I'll go through these really quickly and then I'll just, So we've got Blame. Blame presents Logical Progression Level 2. And there's Conrad. There. And this is a really good album. So, where's my glasses? Here, look. Mixed by Blame, vocals by MC Conrad and MC DRS. MC DRS is okay, but no patch on Conrad. No patch whatsoever. I've got a lot of love for this. There's a nice little, I think there's a booklet in this. Is there a booklet? Pretty sure there is. Yeah, there is. Okay, cool. Little booklet in this. There's Danny Bookham, LTJ Bookham. There's Conrad. Yeah, just great. I mean, horses for courses. Oh, Jesus, look at this picture here. Look at that. There's Conrad there. Oh, man, I haven't seen that for ages. What a great picture. Just weird, just great stuff. Great stuff. We've got, now this is important because I mentioned we went to see LTJ Bookham and MC Conrad live at the Welsh Club in '96, I think, and I managed to get up on stage after the gig, pretty drunk, and got to meet him. And I had this album I bought called The Promised Land. This isn't on Spotify. It's a wonderful, wonderful mix of great liquid drum and bass, good stuff, really good stuff. And I put the front cover in my back pocket. And oh, hang on, there's the ticket. All the tickets here. Club Bach, Friday the 7th of October, 2011, 10 o'clock. I forgot I'd kept the ticket. And anyway, I got to Danny Bookham and I was like, oh, mate, I've been following you for the last 20 years. And he wrote on here, to Mark, here's to the next 20. This is my treasure of treasures. I'd love it if Conrad had stuck around and, signed it as well. But I think he was a bit pissed off. I don't know. He just didn't. He was like on and off. And that was it. Anyway, this is wonderful. If you can try and hear it, it's just got that lovely spiritual, liquid, jazzy kind of a feel to it. Here we got, this is a classic, Adam F. Colours. If you're going to be into a little bit of, dancey, good drum and bass stuff, this is absolutely fantastic. When this came out, it was really popular. It's got the top 20 hits, Circles, and the award-winning Metropolis. And if you're going to listen to any kind of, get into some old 90s stuff, this is the stuff to get. But on here we've got We have got, I mean, we've got, yeah, Metropolis is fantastic. We've got F Jam, track 10. F Jam, which is an album edit, and it features MC Conrad, and that's fantastic. That's going on next, actually, after I've done this video. I've spent the whole day, well, I've been working all day, but I've literally interspersed the day with listening to some of this, which has been fantastic. That's great. So Adam F. Colours from 1997. I've got a live performance here from Germany, 2004. LTJ Bookham and MC Conrad in Germany, which is great, fantastic. It's not as good as the one I just showed. It's not as good as that one, but it's pretty good. That might go on last thing tonight. I've got Progression Session Level 4. This is pretty much MC Conrad giving it some. And this is from I think it's from 2001, sorry, on the Good Looking Record series. And the first track, Halcyon Voyage, is fantastic, and energetic poetry. Great stuff. Great stuff. Really sad that he's gone. You know, it's like, I guess it's just, you grow up in a sort of time period and you just see people that you've grown up with kind of die early, and it's like, it's a bit like when, you know, Terry Wogan died, or, you know, I don't know, certain icons of your culture that you've just kind of, and this is kind of one of those days, unfortunately. So I'm moving on to the good stuff now, and sadly you can't buy this, but you can. It's on the internet. You can stream it on the internet, and this is the LTJ Bookham BBC Essential Mix from July 1995. This is, which my mate James recorded for me. Very pleased he did on a CD. Look at that, great stuff. And so basically, Conrad and Bookham were kind of at the peak of their game, or getting to the peak of their game. Managed to get a session on a Radio 1 on a program called The Essential Mix, which showcased a lot of the kind of drum and bass dance music of the day. And because, you know, back in 1995-6, there was no internet, there was no smartphones, and, you know, it was just you know, you wanted to record, you know, music on the radio, you'd have your cassette in your system, and you press record when you wanted to record a session, VHS tape. Anyway, I'm really old, but Bookham and Conrad did these 2 sessions with the BBC on the Essential Mix on Radio 1, and sweet Lord, I mean, this was unbelievable from beginning to end. The quality of music and the musicianship, with Bookham on vinyl decks, mixing different decks, different discs at the same, and then Conrad doing the vocals. But it was just absolutely extraordinary. And some of the old timers, if you're of my age group, mid 40s, late 40s, and you went through that whole dance, rave British scene, you will probably, if not, you need to listen to the Essential Mix from that period, that Bookham Conrad set from 1996. It's on YouTube, which I'm wonderful to see it. It's a 2-hour set, and there ain't many sets. There's not many albums. There's quite a few jazz albums I've listened to start to end. Actually, all of them. I love jazz. But this was probably this is what got me into jazz. I didn't realise that LTJ Bookham was into jazz so much because he introduced the jazz side of the music to his mixing and dance music, and I didn't realize that was jazz music. I just enjoyed the vibe. And so rest in peace, Conrad. Really sad to hear that you've gone. I would be really appreciative if you get to hear, if the algorithms on YouTube put this towards you and you feel the same, then give me a thumbs up, say hello, and I'd be grateful. But yeah, LTJ Bookham, but MC Conrad, who's passed away yesterday or the day before, he was, age 52. Peace and love to his family. I'm sure a lot of people are mourning at the moment. Far too young to go. Really sad. I'm going to keep playing these probably until the end of the week and the weekend, and just think about the good times back in the 90s when life was a bit more simpler, a bit more carefree, and slightly more enjoyable. Anyway, that's it for me. Take care of yourselves. Keep spinning vinyl and CDs. The odd CD, not too many. All the best. Take care. Bye.